Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to planetzoo, a brand new series on the channel requested by an old-time community member, Paul. He joined the community when we still had the Dutch channel going on. Well, he requested this game, so here we are. Alright, either way though, welcome to this planetzoo. Story mode, career mode, whatever we're gonna call it. We're just going to be doing the career. I have all the DLCs enabled. And let's just start with stately homeschooling. Goodwin House. Tutorial. Goodwin House, renovated and renamed after its purchase by Bernard Goodwin. In the 1980s, the Goodwin House has since become one of the most respected zoos in the country. More recently, it has undergone a further renovation to update many of the habitats and facilities, but due to various issues, the work hasn't quite been completed, which is where you come in. Difficulty, in medium difficulty you can expect animals never get bored of enrichment items, guests won't request refunds. 5-star guest happiness rating requires an average happiness of 85%. Oh my god, I'm not gonna read all of that. Staff take longer to get tired. Staff can move faster. Okay, yeah, that's very easy and hard. Animal welfare is harder to maintain. Animals get stressed faster. Guest happiness drops at a faster rate. Guests request refunds. Guests are less willing to spend cash. 5 guest happiness rating requires an average of 90% happiness, and staff gets tired faster. Let's just play on medium. Medium is always medium is how the game is supposed to be played, right? It has been a very long time since the last time I played planetzoo. The last time was for my Dutch channel, and that has been, well, the moment you're seeing this, probably, it's now 4, 5, 6 years ago on this time we upload.
Sorry about that.
That's a good win.
Slipping back into the Planco language. It's good to finally meet you in person.
Beautiful park.
Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets.
Right.
As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides.
Looks beautiful.
Breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy.
Wow, fur allergy.
Into the lion habitat.
Great.
So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry though, I'm not completely throwing you into the deep end. My
I like this.
keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one
This area?
on fire, less shouting that way.
Hello
Wow.
there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
Yeah.
Good.
We are.
Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on.
Okay.
But before we begin the real work,
Essentials.
how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals.
Oh.
We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Okay, for bronze, we need to explore the zoo, locate the grizzly bear habitat, enter grizzly bear animal camera, locate the West African lion habitat, and locate the empty habitat. First, grizzly bear. This is a beautiful map. Well, we can't really miss it, can we now? By the way, actually, I need to check one thing, graphics-wise. Ultra.
That grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months.
Oh my
a year.
god.
Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do
Even
that too.
lights?
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay, oh,
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal
Here?
welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
We'll do it here. We'll place the camera right here. Because if I really have to show you, we'll just do this, you know? Information panel. Activate the animal camera. Ooh!
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Double clicking.
Okay, when you're ready,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked the
Right there.
location for you to find. Panthera Leo Leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I have
Rawsome.
instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on these
Oops.
objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Oh, we even have a train going here. What? That's so cool. Can we also inspect? Oh, we can also ride the train. Oh my god. And we can... Oh, first person. I knew we can do this. We can even switch seats if we were to want that. Yeah, you can do it better over here. We had another card, right? Yeah, that was. Oh, it's just the guests that are currently in there that you inspect. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, now if we want to do it, oh. Just trying out some things, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Steam drain. Oh, wait, did I accidentally just click on someone? Yeah, I clicked on someone. And then you can go... Ah, yeah. Okay, whatever. Getting distracted. Oh yeah, this. Oh, I do really like... Oh my god. This is a lot of creativity, ladies and gentlemen, and I really do like it. I mean, I'm not the most creative person, but overall, I do like to build beautiful things.
Animals, but it's missing a certain something.
Yeah, the animals.
Two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Animal trading. Ooh.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select adopt from the side menu.
831, 831, 3 hours. Auction time.
Emptied out the market while you learn how it works.
Both around
The
5
last thing
years.
I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Adopt and adopt.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how
Yeah,
about you move
we
them
are.
into their new home?
Animal storage. You and you send to zoo into
When you
here.
ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat.
I knew
I've
it.
marked the trade center's location,
knew it.
So let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
That's always the case. With those doors. No, from far it looks nice. Caretakers. We have? Visiting players. Oh, cool. Yeah. Where are those caretakers? That's, oh, here. Oh, here. Where did they came from? Oh my god, that's... The path of, the staff goes all the way over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They
No.
move those animals to their destination as fast as possible.
I see,
Of
I
course,
see.
Normally, we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat. But I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment.
Okay.
Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires
I'm
a
clicking
different
away the
type
things.
of
Oh.
feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and
Food froth small. Raise lower, yeah. I mean planet coaster things, I suppose. Yeah. Let me just see, you know. Rotate 90, toggle advance. Oh. Oh my god! Whoa, that do be very advanced. Cycle next. Supposed to be this one? No. Oh yeah. Space angle snap. Doesn't do much for now. Serves access. Oh yeah, like that. Okay. Now let's just place it right here. Beautiful. Oh, and it needs. They also obviously need a water ball. And we can place that one over there.
Also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Oh. Okay, so 4 is a mud bath. Oh my god, that thing is huge. Which is obviously good if it's used.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Hippos, hey? Right here. I also love how much you can zoom out, actually.
Before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause
Ooh.
the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Or P.
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out?
They
Just
won't.
make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it. Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like to finish off the perimeter with a brick barrier.
It's very... I kind of want the curve in there. Can we let it curve? Glass, one-way glass. Follow, rotate, follow center. What's this? Oh, that's not what we want. Curved barrier top. No, wait, oh. Curved barrier top allows curved barrier edge. Oh, like that. Aha! Oh, but that's so. Those things are fun to play with. Oh, yeah. Okay, but no. We do not want that. Habitat perimeter. Oh, curve sections. Yeah, exactly. Since those do feel a bit more natural, and then you can increase the length a bit, make the habitat go a bit more smoothly. You also with like page down, no, no. Maybe we could have done that. I don't know. Was worth trying. That's a beautiful curve. And follow the mouse to here, and then it should connect perfectly.
Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
That makes
Now,
sense.
You've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment.
No.
At least not without a stepladder. As soon as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
Where would we want that? I think this this dish is going to be beautiful. Oh wait, then we we do it like that.
Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat.
Yeah.
It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on.
Obviously.
It makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
I was about to say, that's the thing of a zoo.
To add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy to reach places like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now, before we adopt our ostriches,
I have a fun story about that.
play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
Yeah, fair. A little funny story. First time I built a zoo, I actually forgot to put them. And I was like, why am I not making any profits? Huh. Maybe because we didn't have these boxes, which they are very, very useful.
By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
They're not perfect, but they're fine. Then, then we need to go to trading, animal storage, select them all, send to zoo, right here.
For them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
You think like, wait, this is not even ground? The game will make it even. Even though it might be like a bit of a weird dent some places. Which this was already a pretty weird dent, but it has been made worse by this. It's fine usually. Slow feeder. Yeah, but does it also count as... Oh, it does count as an enrichment item. Okay, sure. Fine by me. And we have the first star.
To see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Hmm? What?
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut.
Keeper hut.
Keeper huts are where the keepers
Well,
prepare the food for animals. So they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
fair enough. But ladies and gentlemen, that is something that we'll do next time. So I do want to thank you so much for watching the first episode of planetzoo Career Mode. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Do not forget to click on the notification bell if you subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. And until next time, bye bye, bye bye, bye.